Hey guys, welcome back to the Zoom video series. In my previous video, I showed you guys how to sign in and a brief run through of the home screen. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to create your own meeting and also a kind of a run through of the different buttons and options you can do while you're in a meeting. Um, there are extra buttons that you'll see when you're a host that you won't see when you are just you're not the host. And I'll show you that in a little bit. So to create your own meeting, you're just gonna, once you're on your home screen of the Zoom, you're gonna hit new meeting with the big red and orange button, and it's gonna boot up, pop up. Now you're in. Just this, you're not gonna get this message right here. I have my recorder is causing a conflict with my webcam, so that's why I'm getting that message, but you will not. I'm gonna mute myself just in case I get any echoes. Brief run through. We're gonna go different options. One thing is if you leave your mouse move, if you don't move your mouse, all the options kind of go hide, so you can actually see everybody else's faces clearly, and the buttons aren't covering up. If you don't have your video on, like I don't right now, as you can see, it will just say your account name or your name. Once you turn your webcam on, it will go away and show you the image of your lovely face. So let's start up here. We're gonna go up to the top left right here. We're gonna see this little eye symbol. I can't click it because it's actually gonna show some different personal information that I don't want to share out. But if you click on this, it actually there's an option. It'll show you the information about the meeting. It'll show you the meeting ID, and actually will show you also the meeting URL, so you can actually and there's a copy button with it, so you can copy it and then paste it and send it to your friends if you want to have them join in the meeting. This is a little icon just saying that your meeting is encrypted, so it's secure, so you don't have to worry about it. It's safe. There's an enter full screen button, and obviously I'll enter full screen. I'll show you real quick what it looks like. So bam, it says full screen, so this shows you, minimizes everything, and I'm actually going to leave it in this page right now for the rest of the video. So those are the top three options you can do on the top of the screen. At the bottom of the screen, again, I told you in the previous video, one of my previous videos, that these buttons are very important, and remember these. If you're joining in late in a meeting, make sure that when you first join in, you hit the mute button, so that way you don't interrupt the host or whoever is speaking. If you want to help with lag, unless you need to keep your video on, I recommend turning off your video as well, and that actually helps with any lag issues. Once you're muted, you can actually see over here that your mic's muted. You see this little icon right here, but you also see a red line going through them all. You do see these options here that says these little arrows. You can click on them. It gives you different options and actually show you. You can actually change the different microphones if you have multiple microphones. You can change your speakers if you have multiple speakers. You can do different options like test your microphone speakers in case it's not working. You can switch the phone audio. You actually can call into the meeting as well, so you can actually just use your phone that way. You can leave computer audio. I recommend remembering this function because a lot of people are having sync issues recently on this, and where the audio is mismatching the speaker. So if you leave and then you re-enter, like I showed you how to join audio before, and that should fix the problem that way. You can hit audio settings. That will bring up audio settings. Again, I will show you that in another video. And yeah, so that's the rest for that one. You can hit the same little arrow. It's going to show you very similar options. You can change your webcam if you have multiple webcams. You can choose virtual background, and then you can edit video. You can check your video settings as well. Again, these two options I will show you in another video as well. So this is actually one of them that is a button that is only for a host. So if you are not the host or you're just joining somebody else's meeting, this button will not show up. So I'm just going to go show you that. This is for if you're just a host. So you have a locked meeting. It's unlocked right now. There's no check next to it, and this is good. Like if you're not going to invite anybody else, you already have who you're going to be in the meeting. That way nobody else can accidentally join your meeting. So I recommend turning that on once you have everybody in the meeting that is supposed to be in the meeting. Enable waiting room. As you saw in my previous video, I had to go on my phone and admit my own self to kind of show you in the video. That's what this feature is here for. I have it checked off, so I have it in a waiting room so you can wait, so the host has to let you in. You can allow participants, which means you can allow other people to share their screen. Again, I'm gonna show you another video on that. You can have people to chat. There is a chat function. I'll show you that in a moment. And you allow the participants to rename themselves, change their name up, and some people might have the same name and it might be confusing. So this allows them to change their name. The next button is participants, and it's going to show you a little icon, and actually this little number is going to change based on how many people are in the meeting. Once you click on that, it's actually going to pop up with, if you're in full screen, it's going to make a little window inside of it, but if you're not in full screen, it's going to show up on the left side here, and I will show you that in a moment. This option here, there's more options when you're a host. You have the ability to mute everybody, or mute or unmute all. This is actually a good feature in case you're having audio issues. Some of your participants forget to hit the mute button down here. This is a good thing. So if you're a host, you can mute all, and that will mute everybody, so everyone can just hear you. There is no way to automatically, if you're having video issues too with people, you want them to turn off their videos, there is no mute all video function, but you can actually go down the list and mute, turn off everyone's video down the list, but you have to go one at a time, unfortunately. Right here, you can also hit invite. I'm not going to hit that because it's going to show some information, but you can hit invite, and then it's going to bring you up, options away. You can do it through email, text, Facebook, whatnot, and then it will actually send the chat information to that person that way. Unmute all, you can unmute everybody, and then what is this? And these are also different functions here. You can mute. This actually feature is very good for if you're a host and you're having mute people problems where they don't have that function turned off when they first enter a meeting. You can actually have it set so that way. I'm actually going to turn that on myself. Yes, allow participants to unmute themselves. Yes, that is fine. But that feature right here is perfect to have, so that way you don't have to worry about anybody joining in meetings late to cause any audio issues and and whatnot. Allow the participants to unmute themselves. Just because they enter in doesn't mean it allows them to unmute themselves. Pretty self-explanatory. Allow the participants to rename themselves. Yep, we kind of went over that. You can play an enter and exit chime, so it makes a noise when somebody enters and leaves the room. That feature is automatically turned off, which actually is nice, so you don't have to get an interrupted ding while you're hosting something. Enable waiting room, again, we kind of went over that before. And then also lock meeting, again, we went over that earlier. So that's the participants menu. Anything else here? What's this say? So this is how they can rename or add a profile picture. Anybody that joins in can do this feature here. They can, I can unmute myself for this page as well. So that is the participants page. We got the chat function here. Bring this up. It's going to bring up another window. If you're not in full screen, it actually will go over to the side. So if you're looking for people to reply to you but not actually use their voice, they can actually put it in the chat, and then you can see it and reply to them that way. And then you can just type in anything and send it. You can actually also, if there's more people in there, there's another button will pop up. You can actually send a private message to somebody else in the chat specifically. No one else will see it, in case you need to send them a message, hey, are you enjoying this class or whatnot. You can also upload files here, for different programs from your computer, Box, Google Drive, OneDrive, and then this other feature here, participant can chat with no one. Okay, so this feature is for a specific person. You don't have to worry about this much, because everyone's gonna, you want everyone to chat with everybody and be able to do private chat as well, but you have the option to change that. Share the screen. I'm gonna make another video based on that. This video is going to get kind of long, but you have the option to share your screen. So if you want to show somebody a file or something on your screen while you're doing the meeting, you can do it that. You can share your screen. It's actually a very good feature. The record button, you actually can record your meetings, so you can save them to go back and check out later on. Perfect for if you're doing like a school meeting or something like that, and you need to record the class, and so that you can send it to other people, your students, if you need to. Reactions, you can do, when you click on that, you can do a thumbs up, or you can do like a clapping emoji, to if you're if you want to react to the meeting, I guess. I haven't used that function myself. And then you can do end here. So if you click on end, there's going to be two options pop up here. One is end meeting for all. Once you end that, the entire meeting is going to end, and it's going to close the meeting out for everybody. You can hit leave meeting, and it's going to leave you. But remember, if you want to leave and you're the host and somebody else has to be the host, it's going to change the meeting settings to their account. So like, let's say you have a paid account, and you can have unlimited minutes and have 100 people or 200 people, and you leave, and then the next person who has an account and it can be a host, their option is only a basic, which only gives you 40 minutes, is going to start counting 40 minutes from that point. Just to give you a heads up. So yeah, this is a little bit longer than my previous videos, but there's a lot more to go through. But yeah, that is how to run through all the options, what you can do when you're in a meeting. Again, I'll actually show you those options like I said before. If you hit participants, it's going to show up on the side right here. You can also hit chats, and actually you can do a split screen right here as well. And that's how it would look like when you're out of full screen mode. So yeah, again, that's the different options, what you can do when you're in a meeting. Thanks guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.